gonna tap very lightly on this whole area and just let me know if there's any point where you feel like you feel some shooting pain or sharp pain.
Okay.
Exhale. There you go. Hi, Kivas. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
I'm glad. So, what brings you in today?
I actually do have back pain.
Okay.
It's mostly in the upper area, like in the middle, sort of like between the shoulder blades.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did this start, or has it been a while?
It actually has been going on for a really long time now.
Okay. Years, months?
Oh, probably years, yeah.
Years, okay. Have you tried anything in the past?
Well, I try to exercise, but then I do go to the gym on and off.
Okay.
Whenever I have time, then just, life gets busy and I don't have time for it, so I just stop and it always returns again.
Okay. So when you do exercise regularly, you feel like it gets better?
Yeah, it gets better, definitely.
Okay. What kind of exercise do you do? Do you lift weights?
Yeah, I do lift weights. I try to do pull-ups, push-ups.
Okay.
And those kind of things, yeah.
Have you ever felt like you had more pain after exercising, or that has never happened?
Not really, no. Okay. Unless some nerve pinched.
Okay.
It's always been better. I think it's maybe because of my posture, because I work a lot on the computer, and and also because I sleep on my side.
Okay.
And I just do have like my arms attached like all the time, and it's just, I think that might be causing the issues as well.
Okay. Have you ever gotten x-rays of your spine?
No, never. Okay. Of my hip, yeah.
And was there any findings?
Yeah, I actually have dysplasia.
Okay.
Hip dysplasia. So it's just like out of its socket basically a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So definitely that could be causing some instability on the rest of the spine. So since that's kind of like the base, that's really good information to have. I'm still gonna get an x-ray, just a full x-ray of your spine to take a look. But we'll see what else we can find by examining today. And if there are some adjustments that we could do today, we'll do that as well.
Okay, good.
Let me just confirm. So is the pain kind of like right here?
More like in the upper area.
Yeah. So kind of like here.
About that, yeah.
So, okay, I see. In line with the top of the shoulder blades. Okay. Just going to ask you a few questions to update your medical history. Okay,
sure.
Okay. Do you smoke?
No.
No. Alcohol consumption?
No.
No. Okay. Rarely?
Not even rarely.
Okay.
Just, I don't know, maybe once in 3 years.
Oh, wow.
When
okay.
someone from my family has birthday, and
Okay.
they
That's
kind
great.
of force me.
I know. Social pressure.
Yeah, social pressure.
Okay. Do you have any chronic illnesses?
I would say that I have like stuffed nose.
Okay.
All the time.
So just like respiratory.
Yeah. Then I do have the back pain. I think it's mostly from the hip. Yeah.
Okay. Any allergies?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. Any family history of high blood pressure, diabetes, heart diseases?
Yeah, heart diseases.
Okay.
I don't know where.
Is that on your mom's or dad's
Dad's sides.
Okay.
But it mostly concerns the men
Okay.
in the family. Yeah. I also do have low blood pressure.
Low blood pressure.
Yeah. I feel like fainting sometimes, especially when exercising
Okay.
or when I get too hot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever do aerobic, like high intensity training or running?
I used to, but I don't do it anymore. That much, yeah.
Did you ever have any issues while performing these activities where you would feel like fainting or you fainted?
Well, when I was untrained, it used to be a little bit problematic at the beginning, but then once I got the physique, it just got better.
Okay, got it. Okay, so I'm going to start my examination, and first I'm just going to ask you to stand up and take a few steps. I'm first looking at your posture, how you move, how your hips move. So you can just go ahead and stand up, okay? So now I'm going to have you take a couple of steps towards me. First I'm looking at posture.
Okay. So I just should walk normally.
Yes, just walk normally.
I will try to do so.
Okay, go ahead and turn around, and you're going to do the same thing, walking that way. Okay, so I notice the posture of your feet just a little bit inward. Has that been like that always?
Yeah, it has been worse.
Okay. Did you have any treatment done for posture?
I used to go to a doctor when I was really little. I don't really remember that much.
Okay.
But it was like a physiotherapy sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, when I was about 4.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was mostly like going like this.
Okay.
With my feet, but then it just sort of like got better a little bit.
Okay, so go ahead and take a couple of steps towards me again.
Okay.
And now you're just going to turn this way. So I'm just going to be taking a look at your feet. Okay, so I see your arches. They're a little bit inward. What kind of shoes do you wear usually? Do you go for something with arch support or not really?
Not really, just like normal sneakers.
Okay.
I also go barefoot a lot.
A lot. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Would you go ahead and do kind of a lunge for me? So just with this foot, you're going to put it forward.
Like this?
Yes. And then just kind of like put your weight on your front leg. Yes, just like that.
Okay.
Okay, I want to see the stability of your leg. Okay, now go ahead and switch sides. Okay. Yeah, I notice just how the knee is kind of like a little bit rotating outward in comparison to the leg. Okay, go ahead and just stand neutral. I'm going to take a look at your back now. Okay. Now I'm going to be putting your hair up just with a clip temporarily so I can have better visibility of your spine. Okay, is that comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so first I'm just taking a look at the alignment of your spine. Do want to make sure I don't notice any deviations, like lordosis. Okay, I'm going to be looking at the alignment of your cervical spine. Okay. So I think the cervical spine, just the first few vertebrae are a little bit flattened. And this is just very common to see. You did mention you spend a lot of time working on a laptop.
Mm-hmm.
So that's very common, and this is something that we can work on with some exercises and the adjustments. I'll be palpating down the spine. Okay. So the pain where you feel it the most, would it be somewhere around here?
Yeah, approximately.
Okay. I'm going to be making a few marks here. So kind of like here. Okay, and it radiates from this point, I assume, a little bit up and a little bit down?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so up to what point would you say it still hurts? So just let me know when to stop.
About here.
Here, okay. Okay, and the other way around, so I'm going from here down.
About there.
Okay. Okay. Does it ever cause any issues radiating towards the scapula?
I'm not sure, honestly.
Okay, we're going to do a few movements just to test mobility on these muscles. So I'm going to ask you first to, you're going to try to put this arm like on the middle of the back.
Mm-hmm.
Is that as far as you can go?
I think that I can go like more up.
Okay,
That
go
makes
for
sense. Like this.
it. Okay,
Then I feel a lot of tension here.
tension here. Okay,
I also have a broken clavicle bone that just didn't heal properly.
okay.
So that might be why.
We feel the tension here. Okay, I'm gonna tap very lightly on this whole area and just let me know if there's any point where you feel like you feel some shooting pain or sharp pain.
Okay.
No pain so far?
No.
Okay. Okay. Still one more here. Okay, that's good. And go ahead and relax this arm. We're going to switch it to your other arm. So go ahead and just go as far up as you can go. So I think you actually have a little bit more mobility on this side.
Yeah.
Okay, any tension up on this area when you do this?
Not really.
Not really, okay. So I'm going to be doing the same thing, just tapping lightly and let me know if there's any sharp or shooting pain. Okay, did that all feel good?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and relax. Okay, so now you're going to try to reach with this one, but going upward on the middle of your back. So we'll try to reach as far down as you can go. No, that's pretty good. That's good. Do you feel any tension on this area?
Not really. Just maybe like the shoulder here.
Shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay. Just gonna make a little mark right here. Okay, I'm just gonna palpate really quick. Okay. Any pain over here?
No, it's all right. It's just a little bit of tension there.
Here. Okay, yeah, perfect. Go ahead and let's do the other side. Okay, so again, a lot more mobility on this side. And how does it feel? Does it still feel tense, this part?
No, it's okay.
How about over here?
It's good.
Okay, go ahead and relax. Okay, so I do think there's some inflammation going on this area. Just going to take a few measurements here to determine the extent of it. Okay. So first I'm just going to be pinching lightly. Did that hurt?
It was all right.
Okay. Okay. This is where I notice I'm not how to try to release this. Okay. So even this muscle, it's a little bit inflamed on the right side. Okay. Okay, and as I go down alongside the scapula, there's just a little bit of tension again here. It's just, yeah. Got 18 inches. We're like 17, but there's a little deviation. What do I have? 9. Okay, just a tiny bit deviated to the right along this area, and it's caused by all this tension that's just pulling. God, 15. Yeah. It's just like a quarter inch. Taking a look at just the spine alignment all the way down. Okay. Can you go ahead and tell me if you can feel this sensation all the way down? Well, up to here.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Just one more time.
Yes.
Okay. There's no area where it just feels a little bit numb or a little bit different.
I wouldn't say so.
Okay, great. So I'm going to do the same thing towards this side.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, now let me know if that felt the same on this side.
Yeah, it did.
Okay. I'm going to go all the way down. And let me know if it feels the same right here.
Yes, it does.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm just going to be tracing really just roughly the center of each vertebrae. So here's where it starts kind of pulling a tiny bit. Go ahead and add just a little metal bead along each of those points. measurement of any deviations. Keep going down, covering the blue dots that we did before. Okay, got a couple more. Okay, so we've got one more. These right here. Okay. I am going to be tapping very lightly on each one of these, and just let me know if there's any pain or anything that feels different. Okay, we're going to just take a few measurements here. Just looking at the spaces between each vertebrae. Seems to be quite normal. Looking at deviations laterally. There's just a little deviation in the area where there's pain, but it doesn't seem to be too concerning. Some massage and adjustments should definitely take care of that. So now I'm just going to have you lay down. We're going to start with you laying down on your belly. So you can place your head on the pillow for it. And then later on I'll ask you to switch facing up, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Keva, so I'm going to start just warming up all the muscles. I know exactly where your back problem is stemming from, so you can definitely try a few different things and see if we can release. Okay, I'm just going to lift this a tiny little bit. Thanks. Looking at the rest of the spine. Notice any inflammation in this area. So we're just going to be focusing for now on the lower back and the upper back. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, first I'm going to be using this adjustment tool. And we're going just all along the spine, trying to adjust the spaces in between the vertebrae. This is going to help get them realigned where they're supposed to be. Okay, we are going to do the same thing on the spaces right along the scapula. We're going on both sides, even though most of your pain is and tension is towards the right. Right here. Okay, that works. Now we're going to be using a little bit of oil. Just a few drops to avoid any skin irritation. This oil is also medicated, so it's going to help us with reducing inflammation. Just move these a tiny bit out of the way. We're going to start applying a little bit of vibration. So we're just micro dosing some vibration in the areas where we notice more tension. We're just going a little bit more on the right side, but still not forgetting of the left because we don't want to cause an imbalance. Okay. I'm going to be using my Swiss cupping tool here to create some very mild suction. I'm going to be targeting very specific trigger points along these muscles to release them. If there's any pain, just please let me know if the pressure feels too much. It's just going to promote the regeneration of the fibers. Okay. One right here. Okay. I will remove some of these red marks once we're done. Some of this is just from the marker we used. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the adjustment now. First, I'm going to have you just raise your legs at the knee. So you're going to just like that. Just try to keep it like that. Go ahead and take a deep breath for me. Now exhale all the way. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. Inhale. Now exhale all the way. go ahead and inhale. Exhale. Okay, that was pretty good actually. Okay, now go ahead and put your feet back down. And we're just gonna do one more towards the lower back with your feet like that. So go ahead and take a deep inhale. Exhale. Okay, great. Okay. So let's just go ahead and take a look at the alignment right here. Notice a little bit of improvement in this area up there, so a few other things we need to do. So I'm gonna have you now just turn around on your back, please. So we're going to be doing a little bit of traction. So I'm just gonna lift your head a tiny bit. Just rest your head on my hands. I'm just gonna be doing some traction here. So I'm gonna have you inhale. Okay, exhale all the way. And just one elongate like that. Very good. We're going to do that once again. Exhale. And we're elongating the spine. Very good. Okay, so now I'm going to be adjusting the neck. So I'm going to have you kind of give yourself a hug. Kind of like this. And go ahead and take a deep breath. Exhale. There you go. Now the other way. Inhale. Exhale. There you go. Did that hurt at all?
No, it was okay. It actually was quite pleasant.
Okay, great. So go ahead and just relax your hands. Okay, I'm going to have you just open your jaw slightly. Yeah, so just relax it right there. I'm going to be adjusting right here. Okay, go ahead and inhale right there. Exhale all the way. Okay, very good. Okay, and now we're just going to be adjusting your fingers and your toes. Okay? Okay, so we're just going to pull right here. If it hurts, let me know. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Same thing here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3, very good. Okay. And just right here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Very good. 1, 2, 3.